What's going on, cronies? Cat Burglar back with you. Happy Tuesday. Gonna get right into the recap. 0-1. Paige Beckers did not get to 19 and a half points. The cold streak continues. Guys, I'm gonna kind of just go into this real quick. I'm gonna take a couple days off. Um, I'm not gonna force any plays. There's nothing really I see that I really like on the board. Um, Obviously, the WNBA is pretty much the only game in town with the MLB, and the lines are tightening up quite a bit. And one of the things that I've done bad in the past is when I get on a cold streak, I kind of force plays. And I don't want to force plays. Part of this whole thing is learning, um, and taking a step back and really, um, hey, you're going through a cold streak. Find something that you really, really like for your next play to start gaining some confidence and kind of get out of the cold streak. So, um, obviously, no lock and loads or anything like that right now. But I'm probably going to limit my plays for a little bit, especially until I find something I really like. I only had one play last night, went 0-1. And again, you guys can check my spreadsheet. It's in my profile. It's on my website, Win with Cat. There's two tabs on the bottom, my regular picks and my lock and loads. You can see my record. I'm keeping track of all my picks every day now. I was just doing it for my lock and loads, but some people wanted me to start keeping track of my record for my regular picks. Um, and I started doing that. I didn't go backwards and keep track of what I did like a month or two ago with all those picks, but going forward, I think that's a good idea for myself as well. So we built the spreadsheet, and it really paints a clear picture of what my record is. How much I'm up, and it basically shows what months I've been doing good, what months I've been doing bad, and it as we get further down the line, 4 or 5 months here, it's really going to kind of shape and it'll be really exciting to look at. And I suggest all you guys do this. Um, Start really keeping track of how you're doing, because it is really important to have success. If you're playing some other people's picks, you can keep track of those on a different spreadsheet. But as far as your own, if you really want to see, hey, am I really a good sports bettor? Do I need help from other people, or you know, do I want to do this more at a higher level? You have to keep track of your picks and how well they do, and whether you can make money or not. If you end up at the end of a year profitable, but you took a bunch of other people's picks and those didn't win for you, then maybe you need to trust yourself more and just go with your own picks and don't be influenced by outside. And that's really hard to do, especially when someone tells you they have a 2 unit play or whatever else. Um, but keeping track, and part of this channel too, and that's why I don't charge obviously for plays. Obviously, right now or anything, no one would take my plays, because I've been on a cold streak the last couple weeks. But again, guys, I'm not going to have anything today. I continue to look at the lines when I see something I like, whether it's a prop or a spread or a total. I definitely will play it. But right now, I'm on a cold streak, so I'm going to limit my plays until I find something good. And that's part of the learning process that I've learned over the years. If I want my regular plays to not lose me money, then I need to understand when I'm going through a cold streak that I need to maybe take a day off here or there. If you don't have a time to really dive into the plays and the lines, then you need to take a day off, and that's fine. And I know a lot of paid handicappers and stuff, they just keep feeding you what you want, more and more and more plays. But when you're on a cold streak, you need to pay attention. There's usually a reason why you're on a cold streak. Some of it's dumb luck. Other times, too, it's like you might be betting way too many favorites, way too many overs. You need to start looking at the dogs more, and kind of look at your habits and why you're on a cold streak. And that's what I'm doing right now. So Again, guys, part of this is somewhat education for myself, and I'm sure if you've been sports betting for a while, you've kind of gone through these yourself. I mean, they're inevitable. So you're gonna have some ups, you're gonna have some downs, um, but you can get really discouraged if you go on a long, long losing streak like weeks or whatever, and then you're starting to second guess everything, and you really don't need to do that. You need to stick to what was successful and just find out, where you are. Like, and right now on these WNBA games, I'm really struggling to get a feel for the good teams are losing outright. So I'm struggling to get a real feel for that. So I need to back off until I see something, I really like, and then go at it that way. All right, guys, that's all I have. No picks today. But I'll be back with another video tomorrow.